Welcome back on this Monday. The Topeka Model Railroaders are on track now for their next train show, and train fans of all ages will certainly love what they have planned. Stan Spies and Lawrence Beret are my guests here on the red couch today. Gentlemen, good to see you. Welcome in.
Thank you.
And you brought
Thank
some
you.
trains here on the table. We're going to be talking about this, but you guys have got a big show coming up this weekend, 4th annual Model Train Show. Tell me all about it.
So this is, like I said, it's our 4th one, and it's at the Great Overland Station, which is a great place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, having a train show at a train station is like, that's great.
Yeah.
And so we've got a lot of vendors in. We've got 21 different, I think we got 21 vendors, and we'll have about 8 or 9 different layouts out there. We'll, you know, covering O scale, HO scale, and N scale, and those are all the various sizes of trains.
I was going to say, for the layman like me who doesn't know anything about model trains, other than you had them when you were kids sometimes and played with them, you see them right there on the table there. Explain that scale, Lawrence. Can you kind of weigh in on that, on what that scale is all about?
Well, it's all based upon the model size over the realistic one.
Okay. So you've seen some examples of some of the trains, the model trains that are going to be at this show coming up this weekend. Stan, tell us more about the folks that bring in their trains, and they obviously collect these things, and they're very, very valuable in some cases.
Some of them can be very expensive, yes, and some of them are very old, and like what we have on the table here, the first one is an O scale, and that's from Lionel, and it goes back a long ways, and then there's a lot of history to some of these things. You know, they're modeled after the realistic ones, and so the one in the middle is a Berkshire, and what that is, that's a type of train that was manufactured in Lima, Ohio, and they were tested in the Berkshire Mountains up in New England, and that's where it got its name. And it was a workhorse for many, many years. And you know, like the nickel plate and the B&O and some of the other major railroads had realistic ones. I mean, that's what they had.
Yeah.
And
Lawrence, you got the whole shebang on. You got the train conductor
Dress
outfit.
apart.
And you were saying too how cool it is to have a train show in a train station. Tell me more about that.
Well, sitting there watching the locomotives and the engines and the cars go by while you're at a train show, I mean, can't hardly beat that as far as most of us are concerned anyway.
Exactly. And these are local collectors, or do you have some folks coming in from other areas?
we have people coming in from Lincoln, Nebraska, Grand Island. We've got some coming in from Missouri.
Okay.
And Kansas City area mostly, and then from local Topeka area as well.
Remind our viewers too what the Topeka Model Railroaders group is all about, because I'm assuming you do a little bit more than just one show a year. You have some other activities.
Yeah, I mean, we're a group of right now I think we have about 35 members, men and women, and we have some younger ones as young as 14 years old, and we do have shows throughout the year. We had we'll take it to the Lawrence Model Railroad Club in Lawrence, Kansas, and then we were at the 4-H fair, at the Stormont Vale, and last week we were at Brewster Place, setting up our trains and running our trains, and a lot of the modules that we have set up are, they go back 30, 35 years.
Yeah, Lawrence, I would have to imagine too that it's fun to see the younger kids get involved in this, because probably a lot of young people aren't as involved maybe as they used to be, but there are still those that do want to do
There's
this.
a few that's still hanging on.
Yeah.
And we enjoy them.
I bet.
Bring those kids out, and we'll see if we can't find a lollipop and escort them around.
There you go. Well, let's get our viewers the information about this great event coming up this weekend. It's the train show and swap meet put on by the Topeka Model Railroaders, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday this weekend, October the 4th, 9 to 3 this Sunday the 5th, over at the Great Overland Station up there at 701 North Kansas Avenue. Admission is $5 for adults. Children 6 and under are free with a paid adult. Gentlemen, I hope it's a great time over there. Hope you get a good crowd over there. Stan Spies and Lawrence Beret, appreciate you coming in today, and just make a pitch why folks should show up.
Well, they're going to have a great time. I mean, they're going to be able to see trains and model ones, and then they'll see the big ones outside rolling by.
If you want to ask questions, there'll be somebody there can answer them.
It sounds good, guys. Good luck, and have a good time this weekend. Thank